students. The next phylum we discuss about the phylum Porifera. What is meant by the Porifera? Pore-bearing animals called Porifera. They are most multicellular animals. What is the general character examples of sponges? Yes, what is the general characters of the phylum Porifera? Porifera includes pore-bearing animals. They are commonly called as sponges. All sponges are aquatic. They are separately inhabit. They are symmetrical or radially symmetrical. They are first multicellular. And they also symmetrical and radially symmetrical multicellular organisms. They have cellular grade of organization. Next, they are diplomatic. The body wall formed two layers, that is ectoderm and endoderm. Endoderm is also known as a choanoderm. They are two layers connected by the gelatinous substances called mesenchyme. The ectoderm formed flagellated cell called choanocytes. The ostia opens large cavity called this spongiocele. The spongiocele open to the outside large opening called ossiculum. The sponges possesses endoskeleton and the calcareous spicules. The excretion and respiration occurs diffusions. They have greater power of regeneration. Reproduction takes place asexual and sexual. Asexual reproduction by the budding. Yes, development is direct or indirect. The best example, that is a leucocoline and cycon. Yes, when you study the general structure of the sponges or cycon is commonly known as the sponges. They are classified into three classes, that is calcarea. And what is its characters? Skeleton is composed of separate calcareous spicules. Next characteristics, solitary and colonial. Body is radially symmetrical. The shape is cylindrical. Body of color is dull or brown. Yes. What is the example? Example, cycon. Yes. Next class, hexactinida. What is the hexactinida and its characters? They are called as a glass sponge. Yes. Skeleton occurs in the triaxon, 6 axon and spicules. Body cylindrical and funnel shaped. Body is radially symmetrical. There is no epidermal epithelium. Yes, choanocytes are lined by finger shaped chambers. Canal system is raycon type. Third one class is the demospongia. Demo means frame. Sponge, frame like sponge is known as demospongia. Mostly marine and few freshwater. Yes, next characteristic, spicules are monaxon, solitary and colonial. Body shape oval, cup like and entirely absent. Canal system is leucon type. Example, spongilia. Yes, these types, that is the canal system is divided into cycon type and without cortex or with cortex. These are the two important canal systems. What is difference between the cycon and without cycon? That is, the current canal goes to the spongiocele to radial canal to apopyle to spongiocele and ossiculum, as shown in the figure. Yes, these types. What is the importance of the phylum Porifera. It is a very important phylum, and it is a very economic and economic importance of and commercial importance of the phylum Porifera. What is it is Porifera sponges, cleaning the material, washing dishes in hotels and other places, maintain most agriculture importance. Yes, for the growing of the seeds, it is moist sponges intake the container and close to invested glass and sponge created into most surrounding to take with seed species. Sponges are used to absorb and catch oil leak. Yes, it is also put in the boxes wherein wrangle things and protect and to avoid the creak in the officers and safety to the containers shapes of the breakables. It is also used to inside to use putting the text. It saves to your soaps and they are melting fast. Putting your soaps with the sponge to absorb excess water. Sprinkles are some amount of the baking soda, small sprinkles of baking soda inside the refrigerators and equipments orders. It protect wars to avoid the crash by putting some sponges leakage and to some of the soil most put of the plants putting the sponge below the following. It is also used to shrubs taking bath. It is also the anti-cancer agents. That is the importance of cancer important sponges and phylum Porifera. It is used in these pharmaceutical side drugs. It is also protective for the several animals by the crustaceans, worms and molluscs on fishes. Yes, the skeletons of some sponges use spongilla. It is a commercial values. Yes, it is also the use as the decorative pieces. Some sponges a great source of the fishes income, economic and protect without the sponges. These are the economic importance of sponges. It is a very important characteristics mind well. I have given also in the notes. And next one phylum that with the phylum Coelenterata. Coelenterata. What is the general characters of the phylum Coelenterata? That is the animal kingdom. Yes, habit and it is mostly aquatic, marine. Most of the sponges is the colonial and symmetrical. Grade of organization and diplomatic. Yes, body is divided into ectoderm, endoderm and mesoglum. Body is simple. Yes, nematocytes of the capturing the tentacles, nutrition holozoic. Respiration by the accompanied by the simple diffusions, circulation absent. Nervous system poorly developed. Yes, many forms exhibiting the polymorphism, that is the polyps and medusa. Polyps are a sessile and asexual stage. Medusa are free swimming and asexual stage. Yes, asexual budding, sexual gametic fusion, fertilization, internal and external development, direct larval stages. The best example which is the hydra I have given in the notes. What is the hydra? When you observe the figure of the hydra, at that time you will know that the tentacles, mouth, gastrovascular cavity, outermost portion is known as the epidermis, inner is known as the endodermis, mesoglea, gas, broadomis and basal disc. That is the diagrammatic representation of the hydra. When you observe the classification of the Coelenterata, the three important classes, that is the Hydrozoa, that is next phylum Siphonozoa, and third one is the Anthozoa. What is the characteristics of Anthozoa? Anthozoa is mostly marine, yes, and it's solitary and colonial, asexual, polyps, and example based, that is the Hydra and Ovula of Hycelia. Three important. And next one class which is the Siphozoa. What is the important characteristics of Siphozoa? It is actually marine, habit solitary, free swimming, to develop the medusa and polyps. An example Aurelia. Third example Anthozoa. Antho means flower developing animals, that is Anthozoa. Habit, it is a marine animals, solitary and colonial, to develop the medusa stage absent. Mesoglea contains fibrous connective tissues. Yes, example Merytidium, that is also known as the sea anemone. Yes, that is typically examples I have given the phylum Coelenterata. Yes, you read carefully. I have given the notes. If you have any difficulty.